EFL Championship Bristol City vs Cardiff City prediction, team news, lineups preview. With the two sides currently level on points in the championship standings, the latest edition of the Severnside Derby will see Bristol City host Cardiff City at Ashton Gate on Saturday afternoon. The Robins are aiming to respond following back-to-back defeats in the league, while the Bluebirds will be looking to build on a much-needed success over Stoke City last time out. Match preview. Taking charge of Bristol City for the first time in a Severnside derby, Liam Manning will lead his troops into battle against Cardiff this weekend following back-to-back losses to relegation-threatened duo Queen's Park Rangers and Sheffield Wednesday over the past fortnight. A solitary first-half goal from Ilias Chair was enough to defeat the Robins at Ashton Gate on February 14, and 7 days later the West Countryside were the latest victims of Ike Ugbo at Hillsborough, with the Bluebirds' Loney bagging a brace to wipe out Jason Knight's strike for the visitors. A three-game winning run during the festive period and the FA Cup victory over West Ham United in January proved that Bristol City have the quality to be involved in the top six conversation. But a run of 2 wins from the last 7 championship matches means that the Robins are well adrift of the playoff picture. Manning's men currently occupy 12th position in the second-tier standings after earning 44 points from 34 league contests, sitting 11 points behind 6th-placed Hull City, who look to be evolving into a different beast following the January arrivals of Ryan Giles, Anas Zaroury, and Fabio Carvalho. The Robins have a good recent record in Severnside derby matches played at Ashton Gate, with Saturday's hosts winning the last 2 games against the Bluebirds in front of the red side of Bristol, with goals from Tommy Conway and Rob Atkinson sealing a 2-0 victory in this fixture last season. Ending a worrying 4-match winless spell in the Championship, Cardiff put League One-bound Stoke to the sword in South Wales last weekend, with first-half goals from Kion Atit and Carlin Grant enough to render Bay Junho's strike later in the opening 45 as a mere consolation, having lost 5 of their 8 second-tier matches since the start of 2024. A Bluebird side that displayed plenty of promise in the early part of the campaign has stalled in recent weeks, but Errol Bulut claimed that last Saturday's win over the Potters allowed his team to regain their confidence. After avoiding relegation to League One courtesy of a 6-point deduction handed to crisis-hit Reading last campaign, Cardiff are enjoying a relatively stress-free term this time around despite the lack of an exciting playoff push, with the Welsh club possessing a 9-point advantage over the bottom 3. With no side in the top 17 of the championship netting fewer than the Bluebirds' 39 goals so far, it was a surprise to many that the club allowed summer signing Ugbo to leave a temporary deal to Danny Roll's Sheffield Wednesday in January. But Bulut's men managed to recruit a replacement, bringing in ex-Bristol City marksman Famra Diadia from Granada. Cardiff currently hold the bragging rights in the Severnside derby following October's meeting between the Bluebirds and the Robins, when strikes either side of the halftime whistle from Perry Ing and youngster Ruben Colwill sentenced Nigel Pearson's side to a damning defeat at the home of their rivals. Team news. Bristol City's Sam Bell endured a difficult February, missing the decisive penalty kick during the FA Cup loss to Nottingham Forest before suffering a leg injury which is set to keep him out of Saturday's match. The Robins will also be without the services of centre-back Atkinson, who is still recovering from a cruciate ligament injury and is not expected back until the middle of March. Manning should make some alterations to his 11 following the loss at Sheffield Wednesday, with the likes of Ross McCrory and Hayden Roberts pushing for starts. Cardiff's first-choice goalkeeper Jack Alnwick remains sidelined due to a knock, meaning that ex-Forest stopper Ethan Horvath will start in between the sticks once again. The hamstring injury of Mark McGuinness leaves Demetrius Goudas and Nat Phillips as the obvious centre-back pairing for the Bluebirds, unless the visitors changed to a back 3. After showing his versatility in midfield during his stint at Reims earlier in the season, Manchester City loanee Josh Wilson-Esperand is relishing being selected in his natural position of left-back for Cardiff. Bristol City possible starting lineup: O'Leary, Tanner, Wiener, Dickey, McCrory, Williams, Gardner Hickman, King, Roberts, Knight, Conway. Cardiff City possible starting lineup: Horvath, Ing, Goodas, Phillips, Wilson Esperand, Siopes, Rawls, Bowler, Colwill, Grant, Itit. We say, Bristol City 2-1 Cardiff City. Despite some unacceptable results since the turn of the calendar year, Bristol City have shown the ability to rise to the big occasion at Ashton Gate, and we feel that the Robins could repeat the trick on Saturday. Cardiff's win over struggling Stoke last time out was much needed, but we believe it does not signal a long-term change in fortunes for the Bluebirds during the remainder of the season. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.